We're going to review a movie first, so you can just sit in on that. Sound like you had a pop rock in your mouth then.
Yeah.
Someone's cheating.
That was my spine.
All
Tell
right.
me about it. Tell me about it.
All right, what did we see?
I've
We
had a
saw
straw.
See How They Run. Hey, everybody. Glenn, Ben, and Melzy here to review See How They Run, the new Whodunit.
Who dids it?
So
Who does it?
Who does it?
Ben and I, when we came out of this screening, we have feelings about this film. I certainly did. Didn't like it at all.
You're very aggressive about your
But-
dislike.
But I've rested on it. No, I've slept on it and I've thought about it, and I think I do like it.
Oh,
I really
turn
do.
around.
I mean, I came home and I thought about it, researched it, realized how clever it was.
Right.
I think I was just in that tired, not in the mood for it. The jokes weren't landing because the
does.
entire audience was laughing hysterically at this
Yeah.
movie.
That was a bit annoying. Like I actually,
but
I
they-
liked it. I just didn't say anything.
But the
'cause I
jokes
didn't
were
wanna
landing,
upset
weren't
you.
they? The
But
jokes.
I thought that was quite
No,
good.
but you can say that.
I wouldn't get angry.
Mind you, it didn't look
No.
like you were.
No,
It didn't look like you were.
No, I was-
It's Ben.
look.
Love you.
It's 100%.
It's a character. Don't smile.
I liked it. So it's an Agatha Christie movie without being an Agatha Christie movie. So do you know the story of The Mousetrap? That's the thing that sold it for me when I was looking it
No,
up.
I did no research on it.
Okay, so this is a movie. Let me give you a bit of backstory. Agatha Christie wrote a play called The Mousetrap in real life, and the clause was that, or the contract was, no film could be made of it unless it had been 6 months gone since the closing of the play. And in real life, it's the longest running play in history. It's been running non-stop for 70 years and hasn't ended yet, and so they can't get a movie out of it. So what they've done is they've told the same story behind the scenes of the real Mousetrap.
Right.
And I think that's a really sleuthy Agatha Christie way to tell
Yeah.
the story. So that is what it is, and I think knowing that, had I gone into it knowing that, I probably would have got a hell of a lot more out of this.
Or a better night's sleep. I do know. I can agree with you there. That does.
I think what bothered me the most about it was the Saoirse Ronan, whatever you would call her,
Saoirse.
Saoirse Ronan.
Haven't you
she
seen
bothered me.
Willow? That's the Joanne Whalley Kilmer character is Saoirse.
Okay,
That's how you say the name.
you know who I mean. I didn't like her in it at all.
Oh, I thought she was great. I got a lot of time for it, unless she's in a Wes Anderson movie, and then I'm not too keen.
Well, this was almost a Wes Anderson movie.
It's close. No antique trumpets, but yeah, I see what you're saying. I didn't. The one thing I didn't actually care for was Attenborough. I didn't.
Right.
I didn't like. I've seen Attenborough in some younger things. I didn't think his impression was that good, and I didn't think it was that necessary.
His likeness was pretty
Like,
good.
no, I didn't like it.
Okay.
I didn't care for that part of it.
didn't
I was
like
just like
it.
this.
Oh, jeez.
I didn't like it.
Someone's been drinking.
I didn't like it at all. But I liked the rest of it. I really liked Adrian Brody. I didn't like.
He was good.
Sam Rockwell was not that Sam Rockwell is bad. It's just he. Look, his
He
accent
said
didn't
in
really
an
work.
interview he modelled this off because he struggled to find the character, so he decided to play it as Inspector Clouseau without the bumbling. Like
Yeah.
he's not stupid. Leave that to.
And look, I usually
Ronan.
like you really did a bunch of research on this, didn't
I
you?
had to because I had to decide, do I review it or not? Like, and I wanted to review it, but like if I really don't like it, I'm not gonna forge something I don't believe in. So, and yeah, when I was reading up, and I'm like, wow, I should have done this first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
so I
It should
mean,
have been in the they should have given out like a press book with all of this information.
once upon a time they did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And when
anyway,
when
thumbs
this
up.
movie was set.
Yeah, that's right.
But I thought Adrian Brody was great. Like Adrian Brody, I find is one of those actors who, when I think about Adrian Brody, I'm like, I could go the rest of my life without never seeing him in anything ever again and be completely fine. And then I watch him in something, I'm like, this guy is excellent.
Yeah, yeah, and he's good.
And
in
then the
this.
minute the movie ends, I'm like, Adrian Brody.
Yeah, I know. Like it's very much like that. What's your favorite Adrian Brody role?
That's a good question. I actually.
By the way, Melzy didn't see this movie. Just in
Yeah,
case you're wondering
yeah.
why you're not participating.
I see nothing.
I'm trying to think. I mean, the Undertaker's brother is pretty good.
Yeah.
But I actually really like this. I think him in this is really good.
Yeah,
Although I'm probably one of the few people who really like Predators.
I like it. I like it a lot. and he played a pretty good action hero.
He was,
in that.
yeah, it was good. Like surprising action here.
For me,
I haven't
it's
seen the piano.
Summer of Sam for
films.
me, the
I haven't seen
Spike
that
Lee
either.
movie.
Oh, yeah.
Where he plays the American punk that comes back from Britain with an accent. It's
Yeah,
hilarious.
Yeah.
And he's good in Peaky Blinders.
Yeah.
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 He's a little bit in that.
Yeah.
Even though we're not allowed to talk
No,
about
not
television.
TV.
What about his
Yeah.
duo role in Jello?
I still haven't seen. I saw Jallo was a weird one because I remember when that I was at a certain overseas festival that I don't want to brag about, and where they were handing out the flyers for that film, and then all of a sudden there was all this stuff about producers being sued, cast being sued for non-payment by the producers and stuff, and the movie seemed to disappear.
Yeah.
And then cut to a couple of years later, and then it comes out on Home Ent
Yep.
here.
Yep.
I just never
It's
saw
Dario
it.
Argento
Yeah,
movie.
yeah.
There we go. Anyway, so see how they run. Which the title, I questioned you. I'm like, what the fuck did the title have to do with the movie? That was the original play's name before it got
Mousetrap.
changed. So.
And it's very Agatha Christie.
Oh, and the woman that plays Agatha Christie, Moaning Millie or whatever from Harry Potter. What's her name? Metal? Moaning
She's
Metal?
the girlfriend. She's Spud's girlfriend
Yes.
from Trainspotting.
Yeah.
That's what I always
She has the best moment in the film where, like,
Yeah.
she gets a little bit murderous, and it's fucking
thought.
hilarious.
It's hilarious. She's
Yeah.
quite bloodthirsty. It's really good.
Yeah.
Like she's the second best Agatha Christie. The best is still Margaret Rutherford,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Awesome. There we go. So a thumbs up. I came out of that film with thumbs down. And
Well, no, actually, I take that. That's incorrect. She's Miss Marple. She's not Agatha Christie. So she is the best Agatha Christie.
excellent. That's a
There
good,
we go.
good place to end it.
There's been a murder.
Seems he was killed in the costume store initially, and then he was deposited here, staged, so to speak.
Is that the idea? Gather all the suspects under one roof until the mystery's solved?
That was not me. I had no part in it. He killed him to hush up the affair. Case closed.
They all had a motive.
Betrayal.
Read. Murder.
Perhaps they were all in on it together. The ski did that, and it was downhill from there.
See how they run. Rated PG-13.